Hello, Acacia. Pastor Jim here. Hey, I just have a thought that I'd like to share with you. This coming Sunday, being our baptismal service, I thought it would be imperative just to share with you a thought regarding how a person's life is changed once they've become baptized. 2 Corinthians tells us this. Paul was speaking, and he said, "Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new." The New Living Translation puts it this way. It says, "This means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone. A new life has begun." A couple of other scriptures. Romans tells us this, that God gives us a new nature. 1 Corinthians tells us that God gives us a new mind. Romans tells us that God gives us a new heart. And Romans tells us in 6 and 4 that this all causes us to have a new life. So what does it mean to you to be a changed creature, to be something new, to have a new life, as Paul talked about there? I think about that. I think of that little caterpillar that would someday become that beautiful butterfly. One moment it's crawling around on its belly and it's prey to whatever comes along and wants to eat it. The next moment it's able to soar high above those things that would try to destroy it. And I understand today that our walk with God is one that is surrounded by struggles. We are still human beings. We're still part of this life. We're still a part of this world. But I also understand today that there's a new nature that is given to us when we become children of God. We become new creatures. There's something different about us. We don't want the things that we wanted before. We don't go the places we went before. We don't behave in the way we did before. We love people differently than what we did before because we're a new creature. And I just encourage you this week as you go through your week to not only let this be a week of worship and a week of prayer and reaching out to God, but also allow this new nature that God has given you to reach out to somebody else, to love them, to encourage them, to embrace them, and to introduce them to this idea that they too can live a new life. God bless you today.